Hello there, this is a quick video on how to add a foot ring to a ceramic vessel. What I'm showing you is starting with a pinch pot, and what we're going to ultimately make is a pinch pot with a foot ring. Now, there are different ways that you can do it. The most simpler way for me is by using a coil. So I'm going to take this clay and I'm going to roll it into a coil. I'm going to start by rolling it in my hands, and then I'm going to roll and pull, roll and separate my hands so it will thin out our coil, okay? Now, depending on the height of your foot ring will determine how thick your coil should be. For example, if you want a pretty tall foot ring like this one, a pretty tall foot ring, it's about a 1/2 inch. This one you'd probably want to use a much thicker coil than this one. This one is probably only about 1/4 inch. Now this one is one that was done professionally, which I think is a great example of what a foot ring can look like. It's really nice, a nice decorative element, and it also gives some height to our vessel. Okay, so I am gonna roll this out just a little bit more, and then I'm going to set it to the side and turn over my vessel. This is the pinch pot that I'm going to be making the foot ring on. I'm going to start by turning it over and kind of tapping it on the table so I get the bottom approximately the flatness that I need it. So it gives me an idea of where I'm going to put my foot ring. So I can see that there's a circle here where I tapped it on the table. So then I'm going to, right on the outside of that is where I'm going to score it. And then I'm going to score this whole thing. I'm not going to slip it yet because I need to see exactly where I want to put it. Okay, so it fits almost perfectly. Okay, so now that I've got it, I'm going to seal it up so I know exactly where my circle is. I'm going to flip it over, and then I'm going to use water, which will become our slip. I'm going to add water to this, score and slip. You always want to score and slip to attach. And then I'm going to add it on there. Now it looks pretty big, but it's fine. It just means that I'm going to have a taller foot ring. Okay? I'm going to press it on. And the next thing I'm going to do is take a tool. It could be a popsicle stick. I have some other tools in there. And I'm going to smooth out that seam. I don't want to see that seam. So go all the way around and just cover up that seam. I'm going to do the same thing on the inside. And you're just integrating the coil that you just placed in there with the vessel that I just made, okay? So this ensures that you have a good seal between both the coil, our soon-to-be foot, and the vessel, the pinch pot, okay? So for time, I'm doing this really quick. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do, because I want to get some height to this, is I'm going to use the same pitching method that I used for the inside of the pinch pot to give this some height. So I'm pinching and pulling upward so that it goes taller. I'm just going a little at a time, trying my best not to make it too thin. Okay. I get a nice thickness on the ring. Can you see that? Nice thickness on the ring. So now I've got some height to that. So I can go on and smooth it out and make it, you know, just what I want it to be. Just so you understand how to attach it, okay? And then I'm going to tap it on the table so that I can get it. It's a little uneven, I think, because of the thickness of my clay it wasn't the same consistent thickness all the way around. So anyway, I'm going to tap it on the table so I get it to the height and to the evenness that I want it. And there you go. Just some things to point out. If you want to leave the crease, you can. I think it looks better when you remove the crease by smoothing it out. I have some examples of when you don't do it, but I think it's better if you do. It looks nicer, it looks more finished. And then of course you would use smoothing tools. Use your popsicle stick to smooth this out. Give it a nice taper right where the foot and the pinch pot meet each other. Okay? So I hope this is helpful. This is how you attach a foot ring to your vessel, in this case a pinch pot.